Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Well, today will be the last day for the tent, at least. Finally. So we will be destroying that here real quickly, and then looking to place the new home. The new home, finally. We are only going to make $200 back from selling it. It's not a lot, but it's something. There goes our original first home. Now, my plan was, if I can find it, I think it was 10 grand. Now, the real question is, do I want it so I walk out the front door and see a nice view, or walk out right to the farm? There we go. Let's take a look how it looks. Yeah, I probably could have went a little bit farther back, but it is what it is. We could always put, a solar panel or something right back here, too. I'll probably want to do a little bit of dirt work, not much, just to make the path look a little bit better in here. I have not looked at this, so I'm not sure how it looks, but it looks nice. Is there a way up there? No. Okay, so we got a nice shower, bathtub, bed, place to eat, all the necessities. Living in the middle of nowhere. Well, alright, so second thing we do have to do is the planting for what was the barley field. That was just the most important thing that we probably finally needed to get done. Actually having a home was kind of nice. Not just sleeping in a tent all the time. Alright, so I'm just going to use seeds and I'll have to come back and spray it. I'm thinking we might just do another thing of barley. How much do we have on hand? 20,000 liters. I think I'll do one more thing of barley, at least in this field. Make sure pH is good. I'd rather have too much than not enough. That's the biggest thing, is I don't want to ever run out. Because then we'd be buying just the bags, and those are, what, 1,000 liters? They're probably about $1,000, I would imagine. I think you can buy a bag of wheat. Yeah, 1,400. So it's pretty expensive. It's more expensive than planting this is. I'm hoping to get the other half of that one field plowed up too. Finally get one of the bigger fields plowed up, and then I'll have to lime it then, get the pH all up. Then we'll just have the one other bigger field we gotta worry about. Getting that plowed up, limed. Then once that one is done, I'll buy another soil map. We'll have the soil fully sampled for both of those two fields then. And the soybeans are looking fairly good already, which is good to see. Those will be ready far ahead of the actual high price. But we can easily just put it in storage, sell it when it is a higher price. And we should be able to start recouping a lot of the costs from buying that whole section of land. And really, by the time that is ready, we should already have most of the big expensive purchases, like the combine and stuff, done. We can put that into more, either bigger animal pens or maybe productions. We could, perhaps, just throwing ideas out there, we could do more olive trees and have like an oil mill. Do olive oil then. A little bit of an uptick in the price. Not much, but enough to make it worth it. Then we can start getting the productions going, more productions. That's where a lot of your big money can be made, is into doing different productions. I wouldn't mind doing clothing, because that is obviously a huge amount of money you can get for 1,000 liters of clothes. We just don't have anywhere near the amount of sheep needed for that. We'd be needing a couple hundred probably to keep it going and constantly producing. Honestly, it'd be nice if we can get, you know, the bigger fields ready early enough where we can get one of the 2 fields with soybeans in it ready, so it's ready for the higher price. That would be a huge amount of money. Obviously, it's going to be a pretty big field, and right now, from what we know from the soil map, it's looking like it's going to be some pretty good soil. So it should be pretty higher yielded stuff. I think we've finally kind of hit the point where it's going to be, the money's going to be coming in a lot more often and a lot more every time. Once you got multiple things going on, you know, the start of the survival challenge is always the toughest part. Getting the sources of income, and well, then as soon as you get the money, then you're getting more sources of income. Even though, like, we have a solar panel back there. Can't really see it, but it's back there. That really just covers, like, the monthly costs. I think it's just above it. So we're gaining a little bit of money, but very little. But it kind of keeps us at a pretty net even every month without having too much for costs. Should be the last strip, I think. Oh, maybe 2 right up at the very end there. Looks to get a lot wider right there. Then we'll have to get the crop sensor and probably get the sprayer unloaded. I think there's herbicide in there right now. And then we'll get it all sprayed for fertilizer. For time being, I'll just unload this right there. Here we go. We'll need it soon. We'll need that soon too. Heck, even spot and spray is something that I'm gonna be wanting to have soon, especially with more fields. That'll be probably like, what, 3rd on the list now of upgrades to do? It's hard to say, because as soon as you get more land, it's also like, oh wait, no, I actually kind of need a new tractor, a new planter, new this, that. Alright, let's get this unfolded. And we'll go back to the sprayer. Get that turned on. Should only be probably 2 laps. Maybe a 3rd right down the middle, but not much. Not much be left. Heck, I think we'll probably end up needing more lime than what we have out there. Especially for the bigger fields. Probably have to cross that when we get there, though. But right now, from what I'm seeing, we'll probably need a lot more. Those are two massive, massive fields, so. So it looks like some of this, the texture is not changed, but it does have a little bit on there. Sometimes it's how it is. Sometimes the texture is not changing, but it shows there is nitrogen on it, so it's probably fine. And it should almost be done here. Yep. Get that folded up. Get this turned off and folded as well. Then we'll probably pick up the plow. Try heading out there. Probably check on the oats just to be certain that it's like next month or the month after. That is, I think it's like a January crop as well. For like the high sale price. And we'll take this whole sensor unit off. Honestly, if the John Deere was worth more money, I would have sold it by now. But it's not worth that much, so it's not really worth to sell. Now it's kind of nice to have your beginning tractor. Where it's kind of what got us here. I can double check in here, but it's not that much. Yeah, it's like probably $4,000 if you bring it to the store. 4.5. All right, so let's look at the oats. That's probably next month. So yeah, we'll see on the price for silage then. If it's looking really good, we'll sell it that month. Right now, it's still a little ways off. Because sometimes, you know, it shows it's going to be higher in December or something. But we'll get the 730 price in November, you know, or we'll get in December instead of January. You always got to keep an eye on that. Or maybe if we can, maybe we just delay that harvest. Then we can do it with the new combine instead. I think December would probably be a good price. Yeah, we got about half this field to do. I plowed it, not last video, but I think the one prior. And I think this is the better of the two, from what I can see. This looks like there's going to be more silty clay in it. And this is looking right now, look like it's going to be heavy loam and sandy loam. Like there's going to be like a ring right here of sandy loam. Very little like silty clay though, which is probably the worst worst soil, I would say. Well, that's kind of the soil where I put the grass at. You know, something where it's like you need the grass obviously to feed your animals and stuff. That's like the main thing. I usually end up using grass for towards the like middle section of the series usually, because by then we have enough animals where it's just doesn't make sense to sell it all the time. So it's like, well, we'll just put it there. Maybe we got to mow it a little bit more often, you know. But I'd rather take an 80% yield on the grass over an 80% yield on canola or soybeans or something like that, where it's something that we're going to sell. Honestly, if we did do an oil factory, an oil mill, we could always do canola or something like that. It wouldn't cost us much extra because we already have the mill. We could just toss it in there and get a little bit better of a price. If I remember right, I think sunflower oil is like almost not worth going through the production sunflowers. I think it's sunflowers. Just because the price isn't really worth it. Might be worth it if you already have it though. Gotta think of that too. Well, I think what I'll go ahead and do, I'll start a time lapse. We'll probably finish out this section for plowing. We'll see how much time we got left. We'll either start on that field or we'll start working on lime spreading. We'll see. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
You can say I'm happy sad. I'm gonna miss the time that we never had. Wishing that you told me you were down bad. Hard to remember what we used to have. What we used to have, yeah. Oh, doesn't even matter, yeah. Oh, you're always trying to fight it, yeah. Oh, but the truth all about it, yeah. Oh, I can see behind your eyes and you know me. I don't tell lies no more, no. How did you get into my homes? I don't miss the old days. I can see behind your eyes and you know me. I don't tell lies no more, no. How did you get into my homes? I don't miss the old days. I can see. I don't tell no more. I don't tell no more. I don't tell no more. I don't miss the old days. I can see. I don't tell no more. I don't tell no more. I don't tell no more. I don't miss the old days. I can see. Talk about miss the old days, yeah. How you know what you gon' say? Bunched up like a bouquet, yeah. Say your name and you go with you, yeah. Talk about miss the old days, yeah. How you know what you gon' say? Bunched up like a bouquet, yeah. Say your name and you go with you, yeah. See behind your eyes and you know me. I don't tell lies no more, no. How did you get into my house? I don't miss the old days. I can see behind your eyes and you know me. I don't tell lies no more, no. How did you get into my house? I don't miss the old days. I can see. I don't tell no more. I don't tell no more.
Alright, so we're on the last strip for the plowing on this field. Oh, there might be one more, but we're almost done with it. We're almost done. I think I'll probably lime it over, trying to work on plowing up that field. It's like the perfect width right now. If I see it gets slightly wider right there. Yep. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of cleanup work, it looks like. Not much, but just a little. So we'll have to probably get this plow. Well, I might put this plow just kind of in that other field that we need to plow. And then we'll have to head up and pick up the new spreader, which I don't think I've used yet, so that's going to be nice. It's significantly bigger for capacity. I think it's like double, if I remember right. And the width is slightly bigger, which wasn't my main concern anyways, so. I will turn off crate fields, get that lifted. Yeah, this will probably be the field that we'll put all like the soybeans and stuff into. This will be a bigger field that kind of just maybe canola or something. Soybeans are one of the better crops in the game, so that's why I'm thinking soybeans. Just based on what I'm seeing right now on soil, this will probably have slightly worse. Which, yes, canola is a really good crop, but soybeans, I'm pretty sure is a little bit better. Plus, you don't have fertilizer costs, which is even better. Won't have herbicide costs this first time. Hopefully we have enough lime. If we don't, then I'll have to take the trailer up there sometime and pick up a bunch. Yeah, it does not look like we have that much for bags for lime. Not sure how far this is gonna go. Wait. Don't we need the soil map to do lime, don't we? Yeah. Because the pH would be different per soil. I just thought of this just now, and I'm glad I thought of it before I started trying to spread lime. Well, I guess we'll just extend this field a little bit, or plow it up a little bit. We won't do much, but we at least get started on it. Yeah, I completely forgot on that one. You need the soil map for almost everything outside of plowing it up. So, yeah, we'll have to wait then. We'll have to make sure we put a little bit more priority in getting this field plowed. That way we can buy the soil map and start getting them lime spread. Which, yeah, we'll definitely have to buy more. Which I think, eggs are next month. So we could probably buy a bunch then. You know, maybe we'll have extra, but I'd rather have extra than not enough. Use it eventually. Because I think otherwise we'd end up using a lot more lime if we tried it now. So it would just go to like the base level. I think. I don't know if I've really ever tried to spread lime or anything without the soil map, so I'm not 100% sure what it would do. Maybe it wouldn't do anything. It just wouldn't let us spread it. No, I'm pretty sure it would do, let you spread it, just not be the correct amount or something. And you put too much on or not enough. Now, this isn't much that we're plowing up now, but this is, in the grand scheme of things, it'll be quite a big help once it comes to plowing up the rest of that. We can kind of split the rest of it in half. Then do one side at one time and do the other side at another. Oh yeah, I suppose it's being on a little bit of a hill. This one, so it won't be perfectly flat, so it might be bogging down every once in a while for plowing this. A little bit of mist. It's just like the perfect width, so every once in a while you miss just a hair. Just a hair of it you miss. Yeah, we only have 4 bags left, but plus 2,000 that's in the spreader. Oh, 5 bags. The other one was hiding behind the other one. I didn't see it. They're probably not full bags, though. And yes, here we'll check how much we have for lime. I'm still gonna buy a bunch, just to be on the safe side. Honestly, this field, I think, is smaller than that one. Looking at the mini-map there, I think it looks significantly smaller. Yeah, it is. It's like basically the size of it right here. Like in line with that, so This should, in theory, not take as long to plow. In theory. In theory. Granted, we'll have the hill, though, so that's kind of going to bog it down some, too. Yeah, we got, what, 2,500 liters there. We do own a little bit of pH, but that's only on the side. And then it kind of, no data. Just where I did the outline. Oh, there's like a couple half bags in here. We don't have that much. Yeah. 8,500 liters, which sounds like a lot, but you go through so much lime trying to do this for, especially right at the start when you're just getting it up to that level. Once you're just trying to maintain it, it's not nearly as much. But anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.